NGO, USAID. This is how it works.
Here's how to become a millionaire in 6 easy steps. Number 1, become a Democratic politician. Number 2, create an NGO.
Let's just slow it down a bit. NGO is a non-governmental organization. So the politician can go to USAID, which is a flowery term, USAID. We're going to help people. So they put the word aid, USAID, to fool you as if it's something good. USAID.
That's a great idea.
So the politician goes to USAID and wants to fund this NGO, non-government agency, to do something good overseas or somewhere else. USAID says to the politician, yes, we'll give you this money for that. In fact, no, they don't give it to the politician. USAID will send the money to this country or what have you, because of the request of said politician, from what I understand. The money goes over there, and this is where things go left. Nobody knows exactly if that money is going to exactly get used for what it was planned to be used for.
You're gonna learn today.
And from what I understand, there are hundreds and hundreds of NGOs. So just because something's an NGO doesn't mean it's a good thing. So that money goes over to this country here, whatever. And you know what it is like in other countries. The money gets divided, doesn't end up going to where it's supposed to go. And if it does, it's a little amount. Then after a little time, some of the money starts to filter back to the states and goes to the politician. So it's a circular thing. So it's a way of them getting money without actually just going to the tax department and just taking money or what have you. They send it out and it circles its way back. Some staying over there, the rest coming right back in a circle. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of NGOs which actually do what they're supposed to do. But I'll bet the vast majority, it's not happening. No, it's not happening.
Number 2, create an NGO. Number 3, fund the NGO with taxpayer money. Number 4, the NGO pays and protects the politician. Number 5, the NGO gets politician reelected. And number 6, politician becomes a millionaire. I'm looking at you, Elizabeth Warren. I'm looking at you, Bernie Sanders. Taxpayer money was also used to fund gender studies programs in Pakistan, totaling nearly $200 million in the past 5 years. USAID was also caught funding 73% of all...
Don't move too quickly past that. 70% of foreign media funding them. What did Malcolm X say? The media is the most powerful entity on planet Earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and make the guilty innocent. And that's power, because they control the minds of the masses.
Foreign media in Eastern Europe, ensuring that the United States government controlled the news narratives overseas. In fact, we now know this weekend that USAID was funding over 6,200 journalists across 707 media outlets and 279 media NGOs.
Well, there you go. For everybody who thinks coming home every night, sitting down in front of the news and watching it every night, you know, especially the big 3 networks, and saying to yourself, no, this has no effect on me. It has an effect on you. You think they spend that kind of money if it doesn't work. It works on you whether you think it works or not, but you're so addicted to watching it you cannot turn it off. You'll watch the same lying journalist every single night. You hear what he said? Over 6,000 journalists, 700 media outlets, and over 200 NGOs. You don't spend that kind of money unless it works.
including 9 out of 10 media outlets in Ukraine. The U.S. controlled the media propaganda around the world. Your tax dollars being used to push anti-Trump media coverage. Your tax dollars being used to push transgender media propaganda, climate change, and war. And Putin was right. Last year, Tucker asked him during that interview why he didn't try to use more propaganda to spread his message. And he said, you can't, because the U.S. controls the media all over the world.
That NATO, the U.S., CIA, the West did this. Why wouldn't you present it and win a propaganda victory?
In the war of propaganda, it is very difficult to defeat the United States because the United States controls all the world's media and many European media. The ultimate beneficiary of the biggest European media are American financial institutions. Don't you know that?
Here's what you got to understand. The big players on the world scene, they know these things. They have intelligence briefings, so they know what's going on around the world. Yeah, you can't believe everything Putin says, but you can't believe anything any one of these government officials say.
And guess what? The Doge clock, now displaying on the national debt clock, shows that Trump's shutdown of these corrupt programs has already saved taxpayers over $50 billion in just 2 weeks.
You see all that money ticking by? Huh? You see all that money? That's not even half of it. And even after all of this, America is still the greatest country in the world. And anybody that doesn't think so, move somewhere else. And you know what? They won't. And Canada prospers because of its proximity to the U.S. Good country, but bad people. Not everyone.
Hey, I don't know who need to hear this. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people be talking shit about America. Hey, if you don't like America, go to another country, bitch. I love this country. I'll protect this bitch.